Hey guys, today is Wednesday, February 12th, and you may have noticed that I kind of fell off for a couple of days. We're doing this 30-day YouTube monetization challenge on this channel, but if you follow our DIY channel, then you know about our big news from Friday. We finally closed on our homestead property on Friday, so we had quite a busy weekend. And then honestly, I just crashed for like 2 days because I was running on pure adrenaline. I had barely slept for the whole past week. And so these past 2 days, I just had no energy whatsoever. So trying to start getting caught back up on things now. So I need to get back into this challenge groove while I'm also still trying to get everything updated for the DIY channels. So if you do follow the DIY channel, you are probably going to notice that some videos are out of strange order because I recorded so many like back in December and the beginning of January that are just now publishing. Like the video that published yesterday on the DIY channel, I kind of laughed when I watched it back because I forgot I had recorded that such a long time ago that it was before I even cleaned this office. So I saw the clutter behind me in that video and I thought, oh man, that's so funny because I recorded that such a long time ago. I completely forgot what was even in that video. So anyway, enough about that. Today, I want to share with you some of my analytics. These are analytics from the DIY channel, but I want to use them as an example for you because I know when you're just getting started, sometimes they don't show you these types of analytics or results until you've built up a little bit more of a following. So this is what it showed this week. Let me know, for some of you that have a more established channel, let me know if you got any of these things like this. Also, I mentioned in a previous video about the new community tab and how eventually we're going to be able to post on each other's community tab, and I'm still waiting. Apparently that is by invitation only, so I'm still waiting for my invitation to be able to have that feature. If it goes by your channel's age, this channel should get that feature before our DIY channel because this channel was started in 2021. We didn't start the DIY channel until 2023. So usually when they roll those things out by age, usually this one gets it first. So we'll see. If anyone else has that feature yet, let me know. I'm excited for it. I cannot wait. I'm really, really excited. I have lots of plans for that coming forward as soon as it's available. So anyway, I want to show you this. I found this interesting because it says most people find your content here, and it shows 28% find. Now remember, this is for our DIY channel. 28% are finding us on the YouTube homepage, 25% in the shorts feed, and 18% through YouTube search. The reason why I find that interesting, if you guys remember, I mentioned in a previous video on this channel that we created our DIY channel following the advice that we got from all of the big education channels to create search-based content. Now, I do also want to go back and say, I know I said in that video that that advice doesn't work anymore. I don't mean that it doesn't work anymore. It certainly does. What I should have said is that to grow your subscribers quickly, that's not a good strategy. Now, because we've created so much search-based content, I'm sure that is going to help our channel in the long run. I'm sure of that. We have our biggest video, two of our biggest videos, and you'll see that here in just a second, are videos that I created more than a year ago, and they still get more views than any other video that we've created. So, and it's because of search. It's a video that I did over ground cherries and a video that we did over our paint sprayer. And those two videos just continue to bring in a lot of traffic for our DIY channel. The reason why I found this interesting though is that it says 18% of our audience is finding us through search? Well, on that channel, 99% of our content was based on search. So if only 18% of our audience is finding us through search, that kind of explains why we're growing so slow, right? So let's look at the next one. Okay, so it just goes on to tell you that home is what viewers first see when they visit YouTube. So, going back to that other one, whoops, what did it say? Okay, so YouTube home. So when people first open the YouTube app, like 28% of our traffic, that's where they're finding us when they first. So basically that's saying that's from YouTube recommending our content, which is a good thing. I mean, so many people are talking about YouTube is helping small creators. They're trying to promote us more. Well, that would show you that that is the case for this, is that YouTube is promoting us on the homepage. At least 28% of our audience, that's where they're finding us. And then now you can kind of see these were most found on the homepage. So, this is actually very interesting. These were most found on home. So these are our top 3 videos, I guess, that people are finding from the homepage. And what I find interesting about that is that it's the ground cherry video and the paint sprayer video, which those are also being recommended or being found a lot through search. So that's why that's fascinating to me. So I guess people are searching that and finding our videos and watching them that way. And because we're getting so many clicks through search, that's causing YouTube to recommend it out on the home tab as well, right? And that's the key, is that when you have videos that start to get a lot of views, YouTube starts recommending your content even more. That's the key. And let me just pause for a second and say that I see a lot of newer channels out there trying to educate even newer people, I guess you could say. And they say things like, well, first of all, one big misconception that I see a lot of newer people say is that YouTube pushes your content out. And they do not. They do not, because it's not based on the creator. It's based on the viewer. YouTube never pushes content out. They pull content to the viewer. So you have to keep that in mind. And you have to replace the word algorithm with the word audience. It's not what the algorithm wants. I know I say that sometimes, but truthfully, it's what the audience wants. The algorithm is the audience. So you have to keep that in mind. So you've got to be creating videos that your audience wants to see. Okay. So let me go back to this too. So these 3 that say that they were found the most on home, look at those thumbnails. This is what I like to do whenever I get these type of analytics from YouTube Studio. I like to study these and try to figure out, okay, if these are my 3 that got clicked on the most from home, what can I see about these that gives me a little hint about what viewers are responding to the most, right? So do you guys notice anything about these 3 titles or these 3 thumbnails? I'll tell you the first thing that I notice about these 3 thumbnails is that, and not all of my thumbnails are like this, but it's ironic that these 3 are. It's got text on the left-hand side and an image on the right-hand side. Isn't that ironic? So to me, that tells me that if these are the 3 thumbnails that are getting the most clicks from the homepage, that tells me that there's something about this design style that is resonating with people. So maybe I need to keep saying, do more thumbnails where the text is on the left and the picture's on the right. I don't know. That's how I kind of look at it and try to learn from. And I'm not saying that that's going to be the case for everybody. That's just apparently the case with my audience. So you would want to look at your own and see what seems to be resonating with your viewers the best. Okay. Now let's go to this next one. Now, these are the 3 videos that were shown or found. These were most found in the shorts feed. So these 3 videos got the most clicks because they were shown in the shorts feed. So the first thing that jumped out at me with this one, now I've used a variety of colors, a variety of text, fonts, sizes, all of that stuff on my shorts. But what I found interesting is that if these 2 here, the kitchen one and the one about Rocky, if those are 2 of my most clicked, and I use that exact same font and color on both of those, that makes me think, I don't know, maybe I'll do more shorts with that font and color, right? Something to try anyway. And then it says search views come from people looking for specific terms on YouTube, which we know that, right? But these are the top searches that led viewers to me. So like I was telling you earlier, ground cherries, ground cherry, Harbor Freight paint sprayer, Avanti paint sprayer, Avanti handheld, HVLP paint and stain sprayer. So those are the searches that led viewers to my channel the most often. So that's why I was saying it's very interesting. Let me go back to that one. It's very interesting that the paint sprayer and the ground cherry video are also found most often on the home page or on YouTube Home when people are first opening the app. So what that does tell me, though, is that because those videos have gotten such a good response when people search for the terms, that's causing YouTube to say, okay, this is valuable content. We're going to now more people, maybe even people that aren't necessarily looking for this content, but maybe they've looked at similar content like DIY content or whatever. So we're going to put this on the homepage. And so when they do that, then apparently those 2 videos are getting a lot of response from the homepage too, because apparently they are my top 2 videos that are getting recognized from home as well. So anyway, that's just a little bit of interesting information that I have studied for this week. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I've got a lot more coming. I've already talked for 13 minutes, so I'm going to call this the end, but I've got so much more to share with you guys throughout the rest of this week. I'm just trying to shift my brain off of Homestead to challenge, okay? So if you are interested though, man, is there a lot coming on our DIY channel that has to do with our homestead. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to show you guys all of that. But that's another subject and another channel. So anyway, I hope you will stick around for this challenge. If you have a channel that you're working on, please comment and let me know if you've noticed any of these trends, what seems to be working on your channel, or if you have any questions about things that you've done and what that might possibly mean for your channel. So anyway, I will see you next time. Remember to go the second mile for somebody in your life and with your resources.